and I said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that this is the value of the day, because I'm one of the people that bought a dress very similar to this last year when, I even have a picture, that was not the today's special value. And then many of you got it too. I got it as well. And you said, oh, I love this dress, but can you lose the collar and can you give me sleeves? And it's Isaac Mizrahi. So he said, sure. This is in regular and petite. The price is going up at the end of the day. I actually shared this picture with Isaac on Instagram, so I'll hold it nice and tight. This is my phone. This is me in the OG dress in Chatham, Cape Cod on the beach, obviously a windy day. And I sent that to Isaac and I'm like, I love this dress. I went out to dinner in this dress. I went shopping in this dress. I kicked off my shoes and went on the beach in this dress. That was the OG dress. So I was actually watching Isaac and our own Mary DeAngelis, and Mary kept saying, you better get this dress because it's going to sell out. And she was right, it did. But so many of you got back to Isaac and said, I love that dress, but I really would love a sleeve. And I don't always like the polo collar because maybe that makes it a little too sporty. He invented this today's special value, which is today and today only, just for QVC. And it is this knit seersucker. I'm telling you, I own that dress. I live in that dress. I've worn it to theme parks. I wore it all day long in Chatham that day. Literally one of my favorite summer go-tos. And now Isaac made it even better. And this should be $73+ it's under 50. And if you need this in regular or petite, we got it. I'm in a petite small. For me, I would have worn the regular, but I couldn't find my size backstage. So I put on the petite, but the regular would just hit me a little bit lower on the knee, and I'll lose the jacket, but let's do colors first. So we have it in pitch black, and loving the fact that I got to adore Isaac at QVC through his printed cardies. So mix your patterns. And also we have a few left in the jean jacket. I'm in that beautiful periwinkle blue, which is the color that I own, that you saw on the beach. Made even better. Now made maybe for work, because you don't have to worry about that. Then we have it in your Royal Navy. No, this one is Royal Navy. That one is pitch black. Sorry. So this is your Royal Navy. There's the pitch black. I'm glad I put them side by side because now you can see the difference. Some of these are really, really limited. So we have some new colors. First of all, Royal Navy is brand new. We did not see that in my dress that I showed you on the beach. Candy Pink is brand new. We only have 1,500 left. We brought it back in that beautiful brown sugar. And then rich green. I would have worn it, but there's only 200 left. So that is virtually last call on this fabulous Let's Get Ready for Summer. And if you are like me, an owner of this material that I showed you that picture, or you just love Isaac, call us. And speaking of loving Isaac, here he comes. Hello, my darling. Do you remember when I shared you that picture on Instagram? I'm like, Isaac, I'm on the Cape and I'm in your dress and I love it. So I'm one of the many people that fell in love with that last year. And I love that you brought it back in a whole new way. Hi, darling.
And I have to say, I've been thinking about you all day.
You have?
That picture. And I've been thinking about like how I couldn't wait to present this dress with you, because it really is such a kind of like a Jackie Jane twinsy kind of moment, right?
It is.
I think that of all of everybody, like you and I kind of have a very similar take on American sportswear. We see each other, darling, right?
Love each other.
And I was there in the studio, you know, launched it with the gorgeous Vanessa at midnight.
Adore her.
I presented it in person with the fabulous Leah Williams, with the fabulous Mary Beth Rowe, with the fabulous Pterodactyl, with the fabulous, everybody. I mean, like every single person today. And I kept thinking, like, I can't wait to get to Jane. I can't wait to get to Jane. And now here we are.
Here we are.
I think that, like, you get me in such a big way.
I
You get
do.
the whole kind of designer movement that I was part of in the 1980s and the 90s and the 2000s, because I feel like you came of age at the same time in the business, you know? And you understand when we show a little knee-length dress with the way this fits, you get that this could have been, you know, an ad for Saks or something like that.
Absolutely.
30 years ago in a vintage way. It will be an ad for Saks 30 years from now. And it's that kind of like classic, timeless American fashion thing. Like, darling, do you remember when we were kids and we would go to Europe? And in those days, it was before everybody was wearing board shorts and flip-flops. And we would say, what can I take to Paris to just freak them out a little bit and let them know that I am American, right? And one of the things was a pair of jeans, right?
Right.
Because they really didn't have a lot of jeans in those days in Europe, if you remember, right?
Yes.
One of the things was a little t-shirt dress. One of the other things was a little seersucker dress. You know, anything that just screams New York fashion, American fashion, and this is one of them. And the thing about this particular dress, first of all, it looks amazing. Like, darling, I know you have the sleeveless one. You need this. I don't know if you ordered
I already
it yet.
got it. I already got it because I love the sleeveless.
How gorgeous
but
this
it
looks on
and that
you.
was
Yeah.
the first one that Isaac did, and I was watching you and Mary said this is going to sell out. You better get this dress. And I ran for my phone and I got it, and I love it. And by the way, this material washes wears like no pilling, no shrinking, no changing. I wore that dress hard last year, and we'll wear the new one again. But I love the fact that you've given us so many updates, right?
And also the fact that you're starting with a knit dress. It's like a little t-shirt dress, but it looks like it does not look like a knitted fabric. It looks like a woven fabric. So you get the crisp look of a woven seersucker dress, whilst the crazy drape and the crazy ease of wear and ease of hair of that gorgeous knit, right?
So Isaac,
like
let's do colors, my love, because we've already had 500 ordered. It is 700 ordered. It is that go-to, I'm late for something, it's 9,000 degrees outside.
Right.
What do I do? You throw this on with that sweet little Rosalind sandal that I'm wearing, which is, again, only $64 and change, and we're good to go. So the first one is Royal Navy, which is brand new.
That's my favorite one. That's the most classic. I can't believe we didn't have that in the original
We
dress,
didn't.
right?
No, we only had 3 in the original. Now we have 6.
And that is the most, like, of all the colors, like that and the periwinkle are the 2 most kind of like real seersucker-y kind of colors. Oh, yes, my dear. That did not escape me that you were wearing that for your entire last show. It did not escape this person.
Yes, I will be throwing more things on. Because this is that summer dress that you can take up or down. And I had it with every single shoe in the last show. So here is your pitch black. And that's one that could be pumped with color.
Right. And it's also one that comes across as a very kind of ladylike kind of dove gray situation. Like, you wear that. I keep seeing this, I don't know why, I keep seeing this big like silk flower like on your lapel or like, you know, right on your shoulder. A big silk flower on your shoulder, and you're like with pearls, and you're at a wedding with like a little spectator slingback or something. Like, really, Jane? And you threw it in the wash. Like, you came out of the wash.
Over and over again. Now, brand new color, and one of our more limited choices is the candy pink,
love it.
right?
So pretty.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, you had me at pink, darling.
Yes.
I love pink.
Well, it's kind of you, my dear, our wonderful Isaac. And guys, this is the final presentation. So Sean and I have beauty secrets from 10 to midnight, and then we go into a brand new day. So this is your last chance to take a look at this dress with a price that's going up in less than 3 hours. Then one of the colors that we brought back is brown sugar. And I remember really agonizing over, you know, do I want the brown sugar or do I want the periwinkle? When I went back to get the brown sugar, it was sold out last year. This is a brand new silhouette, but that fabulous material, knit seersucker. Stop it.
Fabulous. And the color, I mean, like, and by the way, I was talking about this earlier about packing all in one. Like, if you're just all wearing like all beiges and fawns that you bring with you, like, this is the dress that you start with. Like, that's where your color story for the weekend starts, right?
And then here's the color story that we're about to say goodbye to. This is that beautiful new, rich green.
Oh,
We've sold, I don't know how many tens of thousands today, but this rich green was down to 200. So, and we have it in regular and in petite. I always buy regular. I like my length a little longer. I am in the petite. You see how it's me just above the knee.
Yes.
But I got the regular length because I like it to be just kind of like at that bottom of the kneecap.
The knee.
Yep,
exactly.
love that. And then
how
here's,
tall are you? Like,
I'm only 5'1".
5'1". Okay,
5'1".
so you should be. I mean, it looks great on you in the regular.
Well, or
way.
do both. So, because to me, the petite is something I love with flats and I like with sneakers, and maybe I'll throw it on over a bathing suit and go get a lobster roll in Chatham with a nice cold glass of white wine. But then if I did the regular, I would do maybe a little heeled sandal or a little wedge sandal and wear it out. So get more than one. And by the way, we have to discuss this back, which is everything.
Right.
But this is my periwinkle. But if you look at that red light, green light, we've sold out of a lot, especially in the green. And this is our final presentation. 1,400 ordered, guys. 32,000 on the day with only a couple hundred left in the green. So Isaac, can we talk about this material? Because I showed my picture,
Yes.
I listened to you last year, I got mine, best thing I ever did. Explain to everybody as we take a look at Morgan and Bonnie how amazing
Hi,
this
Buns.
is.
Well, it's amazing because it, it's also like it's really the principle of like everything that Morgane is wearing right now. She's wearing what looks like a denim jacket over what looks like a seersucker dress, right? Because it's got the look, but it's all knit. And darling, like when it starts getting warm, like I almost like I have a really hard time wearing woven. Like or unless it's like a big linen something or a giant cotton something, that doesn't touch your body, right? But the rest of my clothes are knit. Literally, I'm in all knit, like all the time. And so, like, Morgane, by the way, that jean jacket launched at midnight, and it was so popular.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not
We
sure if
have,
it's in
like,
the show.
we have indigo.
Yeah,
I think we're going to talk about it for like 2 minutes. We have indigo and white and then a couple other colors. And there's the total look on Morgan. So shop that whole look because it's all fabulous, which we love.
Buy the whole look. But the dress, it's like, by the way, I love that you said that you like it to the knee. You know what I mean? I really love that you said that because that is sort of like the idea. And Morgane is quite tall. How tall is she? Like 5'8" or 5'9"
Morgan, you are,
right?
it's on my card, 5'8". And she's wearing
5'8", and
QVC
she's in the
1X.
regular length. And you see where that cuts right at the middle of her kneecap. I think or like right at the top of her kneecap. That's a great, great length, in that particular dress. And then you're looking at Bunny, and she's probably wearing, I bet, the medium, and she's really tall too. She's like 5'9". And you see how gorgeous and elongated that dress is, and you see how appropriate that length is for things like weddings or worship or graduations.
High
lunch.
tea.
You know what, darling? We have to talk about lunch.
I love
you
lunch
remember
and high tea.
Me too.
I love
high
tea. It's so
But darling,
good.
you remember high tea and lunch? We have to petition that people have to start making fancy lunches and fancy high teas again.
Well, my daughter, one of her
tablecloth.
wishes on her birthday this year, which we did it, is we went to high tea at a fabulous little hotel in Soho. I can't remember the name, but it was amazing. It reminded me of tea at the Wolseley. It was that good. But then, look what happens. So suddenly it's Easter, and you're like, I have nothing to wear. This is coming up in the show. Wow. Isaac has taught us all to mix prints. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And we're gonna do colors again because, like we said, this is our today's special value. Isaac does like a dress value of the day maybe once a year, if sometimes never. So when you get a today's special value price, which is 1 day low price, that's gonna go up in price in about 2 hours and 45 minutes, you want to have this dress that feels like your favorite pajamas. It is that soft with this beautiful little inverted pleat in the back so it never clings to the tissue.
And by the way, notice
the
bias cut. Notice the bias cut sleeve. Like that's another designer touch. Like that is not that's a sleeve that's cut on the bias. And of anyone, right? You would first of all notice such a thing. Second of all, you would know the pains taken to cut anything on the bias, and especially when you're setting in an armhole, darling. That is like,
and especially,
so it's really something.
Not at under $50, Isaac. So 2,000 gone. Price is leaving us at the end of this day. And we're going to wrap up the show in about 45 minutes. So it's the final hour of Isaac on the day. This is your Royal Navy brand new. Then we go into your pitch black. Okay, check out red light, green light down there. If your petite is gone, get the regular because that's what I bought in the other dress. I'll show that picture again so you can see where it hit me. Here's candy pink. One of the more limited choices.
Gorgeous.
We have it in our soft brown sugar.
Heavenly.
I don't even know what to say about brand new rich green. So the navy, the green, and the pink are brand new. We have a couple hundred left there. And that's amongst all sizes and both proportions, regular and petite. And then super popular as well is kind of the classic, that gorgeous periwinkle color in the blue and white. So why do we need Seersucker for summer, Isaac? Like it's like talk about the icon moment that we're in.
Yes. I mean, we all know To Kill a Mockingbird. We all know men's suits in Seersucker, right? And and that came from like a necessity, right? It's like air conditioning. Seersucker is like air conditioning in fabric, right? And so like it came from the menswear place. And all of us American designers just kind of went mad for, Seersucker for the past 100 years, right? Including me. I've done everything in it from, I'm not kidding you, darling, I've done evening dresses in Seersucker.
Of
Okay,
course
like
you have.
I kid
You're
you not.
so fabulous.
And then I know. And suddenly, like, it occurred to me last year that there was this gorgeous fabric we came across with that looked exactly like woven